This Friday with Betty. Brought to you by Nivea Radiant and Beauty Advanced Care.
New Nivea Radiant and Beauty Advanced Care. With 5 oils and 5 vitamins. 48-hour nourishment. Helps reduce appearance of stretch marks in just 2 weeks. New Nivea Radiant and Beauty Advanced Care. For your shade of beautiful.
Those girls are so beautiful. Now, ladies, let me tell you something before we get to our conversation with Eddie Butita. So I have some great news for you. Now, Nivea has introduced a fantastic new skincare range just for us. Now, you ask what? Let me tell you more about it. This particular delicious lotion provides 48 hours of deep nourishment. Of course, that helps reduce the appearance of stretch marks in, listen, just 2 weeks. Now, the best thing is it's perfect for our beautiful melanin-rich skin, giving us the care and attention we deserve. Plus, it helps even our skin tone and reduces dark spots, giving us that radiant look. You know what? What's more is there is no more dealing with products that don't meet our needs with Nivea. You can finally care for your skin the right way. You should try it out and see the difference, because you know what? Nivea has your shade of beautiful. I love that message. And yes, as you can see, you know, soft and silky. So let's get straight to our conversation with the one and only Eddie Butita. Eddie, I hope, I don't know kama takupatia ka Nivea iongeze the glow kidogo.
Nilikuwa nimeglow, nafuta nikiongeza kidogo nitamaliza sana.
Eddie Butita, it's so good to see you. You're telling me
Mungu anarahisisha. Kuna dina hapa.
Pana maji tu peke yake.
Okay.
Tosheka na ile kidogo inapatikana. Lakini you know, we're a big station. Ungesema mapema you've not eaten dinner, tunge organize something.
I don't know, a big station should have ready-made food. Okay.
We're not a hotel, bro. So, Eddie, it's good to see you.
I appreciate it.
You've been doing the most. But you know what? Twanzin had the conversation about Through Thick and Thin. TTNT.
Yeah.
Man, you know, I saw Kinan Jugush and Celeste and you guys walking. You know, ni kama ma Avengers, you know.
Avengers.
In slow motion.
Naka slow-mo.
In a slow motion. And
Freedom.
you know, freedom, the song and everything. And you know what? It was such a proud moment.
Yeah, true.
So you had 6,000 people attending.
Yes, over 6,000 people attending the show. And obviously you're also part of the team as a script writer and I'm sure so many other things. Able to tell me, from the time you guys started it, I think it was 2022? That's the first one?
Yeah.
2020.
2020.
Yeah, just before COVID.
Okay.
But now the process started in 2019. 2019 around, should be June.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
how many people attended the one in 2020 compared to Juicy Mona 6,000 people pale over?
2020 it was about 2,700. Yeah.
Not so bad.
2,700 hapo. Sijika ilifika 3,000. Yeah, then that was before COVID. Then 2021 we didn't do a show because of COVID. Social distancing maneno nini. So we did a recording. Which was watu kidogo. I don't know if I don't 10. But
less than 10 people.
Yeah, but now the funny thing, the one that had 10 people was the one that made business sense than the one that had 3,000 people.
Okay.
Because in 2020, actually, it went for a big loss, kabisa. Kabisa.
Yeah, I saw you guys saying you guys had loans, debts everywhere.
Event inakuwaga noma. Event unajua watu wanaweza jaa naumie.
Na hura wase wamejaa lakini do kwa mfuko.
Sasa leo naambiwa sijui kulikuwa na kitu moja yenye ilikuwa ina cost so 5 na tulichukua zikiwa 700, sijui tulichukua zikiwa 300 ndio unajuanga reality. So we wanted to make a mark and because Jugusho's transitioning his brand also to a new style.
Yes.
It was a risk which made sense. The idea was to make it happen and to make it happen successfully.
All right.
So the profit part, yes, it was there, but it was not the main thing. The main goal was tuchekeshe.
Tuchekeshe watu. So mlikuwa mnachekesha watu 2022.
2021 tuka record. And that's when we pioneered digital content distribution, where for you to watch, you pay online, you get a link that you cannot share, which was something that really defined the future
Absolutely amazing.
Of how content is.
Na sasa mefika 6,000. So tell me, you know, like how big is, you know, is the preparation for such a show like the one you guys did? Very briefly, and also maybe unaweza tuambia what you played, the role that you played in that show. Yeah.
So my role is basically I'm a creative for the show, scriptwriter and creative. Basically not only with what is performed on stage, but how to make the entire thing a success in terms of new ideas and the strategies that we're going to use. So the entire process, like for TTNT 5, should be 1 year because it started around this time last year. So that was July.
Yes.
Around July last year.
What? That's a long time.
So we have different sessions. Session ya kwanza tunaenda, tunakaa, tunapiga story, tunatry kujua what next can we talk about. Because TTNT has been about Njugush, the journey for Njugush.
Yes.
So si wachia mali, tunapick it from there.
Okay.
So tunaona imefika wapi, anatupigia story and what's new kwa life yake. We come back for another session and decide the most interesting points. Then you come back for creative session before even we start the scripting.
So from July all the way till Juicy last week, ndo mmekuwa mkiprepare?
Yes, so by December, tunakuaga at least we are done. Okay. Now it's about just the technical aspect.
Okay.
Performance, timing, na vitu kama vile sasa show itakaa.
Okay. Okay. But sasa hii 6,000 I'm sure mlimake do mingi sana. 6,000 people.
Mali tumefika saa hii vitu za finance atuguzi, tuko na team, tuko na team za finance na nini. Si tuna deal tu na creative. Yani tumekuwa professional mpaka saa hii hata tujahesabu pesa. Yani that's the professionalism that we but it has to make business sense.
Yes, yes.
Because if it is not making business sense, then what will make business sense?
Yes, yes.
Kama tuko na to 6,000 people na it makes sense. Gani ita make sense?
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, you've been doing so many things. There's SPM Buzz and Ilona Juicy. Yesterday actually was your first bulletin, was it?
Oh, that's a self-service news self-service idea that we are trying to pioneer.
So let's first start from SPM Buzz. At least now apenda because I'm kwangi like kama blogs zingine I'm kwangi wabaya sana. I'm not watu wabaya kidogo from afar.
Niju waki inject.
Yeah.
Msanii unipigia simu.
Yeah, because I can call
Butita manze hizi ni gani?
Actually, guys, I've called him, I think, once or twice. They comes out, what is your team writing about? Delete. And the good thing, they deleted.
But you know, it's actually, I'm not much involved in how they operate because.
But you started it. It's your gig.
Yeah. I had an idea. You know, a vision is given to you, but it belongs to people, not. Inakuwaga tu ndio may bring. So kuna team, it's a team of creators that are together and they're trying to create content in line with entertainment, news, and we're just seeing how we can diversify. So sangine nasikiaga wamechoma tu mali. But every day we learn. Because
why did you get into the business of bloggers and everything? And how do you make sure that you're not as the same blogs that you've seen over the years that they make money from tarnishing people's name? Often don't need party likes. Does my Betty Kialo does this? Eddie Butita does this? How is just different from being not so sensational, but you're still able to get the likes and the views?
So the idea was to amplify brands. Because I remember when I was starting comedy, ukipata article una celebrate. So we used to camp hapo tao unangoja writer fulani. Bro niandike tu mi perform nini. So I really felt like you see media builds brands.
Yes.
And it was quite unfortunate that no media was driven by a creative. So these brands that are depending on media do not even control any media that exists. So I really wanted a platform that can be used to amplify brands that also creatives are part of. Okay. They can decide the narrative, shape how conversations will be done. So the idea, with that idea, there was a concept of it just happened.
Yes.
Where can you see something when it just happens? Okay. That's why you see like SPM's niche and core business is event and red carpet experience. Okay. So this is ingine tunafanya, but when there is an event, SPM will give you that experience. They
normally, wanakupatia hiyo information there and there. And you have a fantastic team, honestly.
I really appreciate the awesome people, great team.
Yeah.
And a big coincidence is that when we started SPM Buzz, we were supposed to hire people to do that.
Okay.
Because as we are doing something else, we were more into experiential marketing and other businesses that SPM, the company, was doing. So now as we waited kutafuta do ya kuhaya watu wanaweza kuwa mahost, jisa hiyo red card ya watu kaa Betikialo hata tuwezi wasongea. So Betikialo kameanza pia bado nika expect. So wewe uko so msha set rates. Watu wanajua rates za hii kitu. So hii team yangu najipata kuna dema anaitwa Miss Kithinji hapo najipata haya.
Fantastic.
Kwani wewe unakuwa umesomea media? Mimi wewe ni trade journalist.
Pata tu opportunity.
So tukasema wacha tushikilie. Kido pia alikuwa na expertise ya events nini. Wacha tushikilie tukingoja kukuwa na host. Then it happened that they fell in love with the whole concept of hosting. And now I think the team ina grow. Kila mtu wako hapo grow from level moja to mali yako.
Fantastic. Now you're able to fulfill pay salaries, like you're able to get
itabidi ama wata occupy. Wata occupy
will occupy you.
But I can tell you it has been a sacrifice because I really had to spend a lot of my money because the concept was not viable in the market. Ni kitu ijaonwa bado watu waelewi. How do you monetize this? How do you make money from this? So apart from the normal things that we say come at YouTube nini, there's the partnerships that had to come with it, but we had to do some proof of concept for some time.
So the sponsors have come in, the adverts are now there.
Yeah, they're streaming in, and that's a good thing because even the event coverage thing is now a product on itself. Where someone is launching something, they have an event, they want it to be amplified. So we are now doing what we wanted to do. Amplifying brands and stories.
And you get paid for it. That's important.
Lazima wafinike.
Okay, now talking about your growth and everything, and also the TV station, the media station. Mnakuja kufikiri na sisi ama tukue partners tufanye kitu pamoja. What is that media space that I saw you doing and you're about to launch, I think?
No.
And
you people, media.
Which people?
Watu wa media. Nyi mnafanya media. As I can say it's content creation bit that we are doing it in a different way. So we don't want to be placed as a mainstream media, but we want to be a digital avenue that communicates to the people, stories that connect to the people. So mi wana nyi mna maziwa bana, wana hizi malight zote nini yani manze sijui
vile inafaa
security mko nao 17 20. So mi usema niche yetu ni different, like the space that we have, the studios, basically hata ukiona the design is about content spaces. How you can shoot podcasts, you can shoot
for different
things. And now we had to create a space for it, a center at Westlands that actually it's working currently.
Nasikia nikubo you're just trying to be humble, but I'll come there and say hi to the team first.
Come and say hi to the team. It's big. That's our HQ now.
All right.
So we want to start doing things in a more professional way. And just to make it a business that now is independent and can serve the needs of everyone. So Butita doesn't need to be there.
You're building.
Mimi ni msanii, mimi nafanya usanii yangu, mimi nafanya.
Sasa story ya kutembea, you don't need to be there. So na president, you don't have to be at SPM.
Mambo ya president ilikuwa za watu.
Hebu niambie ulifikaje states na president nini? How did that happen?
One
alikuitaje, who communicated? Hiyo story ilitoka wapi?
I once got a chance to meet the president, normal as other people get that chance. And that time we were doing a discussion about creatives. And I had ideas that I thought would benefit creatives in this country. Having all platforms in Kenya monetize the way they're supposed to be doing, the way they're doing in other countries. The likes of Facebook, YouTube, but there were others that were monetizing, but not all aspects were working. The idea of creating Creatives Hub, because right now they're creating ICT hubs everywhere, but where's the space for creatives? The idea for creating theaters, the idea for just making this business work and make sense. And when I proposed that idea, I was given a task to be following up these ideas and to be presenting new ideas. So my role for the past 1 year has been to see how we can leverage on creative ideas and make creatives make money. So ndio nijipate hapo nilikuwa na play role yangu. Because right now hiyo time president anaenda LA, anaenda Atlanta, then I get a call because part of the discussion that's going to happen is going to be centered around creative. So zile idea unakwaga nazo za studio za nini, this is a chance to go and benchmark, this is a chance to go and be practical and say, hii na hii inawezekana, hii hawa naifanya hivi, and we narrow down 3 things: distribution, capacity, and also networking. So mimi nilikuwa kwa role yangu kama msanii.
So ulikuwa unafanya tu job yako tu
kama msanii,
ukaambiwa wewe tushare
for the industry.
For the industry.
Mimi uliniona mali kwa siasa. Ushainiona mali ati Butita na vijana. Never. Anytime go and look anytime or any picture or any video. Anytime I've met the president, there is something about the creative industry that we're talking about. And you see, it might not make sense now, but time will prove me right.
Do you think your presence in that trip, made anything change? Even if not now, like you're saying, in the future, will we see something in the future? And you'll say like, ndo maana nilikuwa nimeenda Atlanta, now the president. Well, there's like solid conversations. Sometimes these are trips.
Zilikuwa. There were solid conversations, and I'm really nataka zianze faster. Unaona? Nataka zianze faster because I realized with the government most of the time we suggest ideas and they don't happen. So I'm trying to look for practical solution. If the government says ni aje hatuna do ya kuwafanyia hivi sisi, sawa ndio hii solution. Tunaweza partner na huyu alafu ma creative wasaidike. So I'm looking at a way hizi vitu zitakuja ku happen na sawa realize ni aje Butita manze alikuwa na play role ya creative. Butita is not a politician. Yeah.
But you're hanging out with the politicians. It's good that you're doing that.
Name them.
Tukaona pale. No, skiza. Huko tu majuu. Tumeona hapo kuna suti na kinaichungwa. Like what was that all about? Ama nile tuku hang out.
Tuko US. Mimi niko America, niko kwa shop. My Kenyan politicians wameingia na so si tuko America wote. Mi si adui ya mtu, mi sijakosana na mtu, unaona? So when they go wrong, we tell them. The fact that, you see, for me, if you ask me, the idea of telling politicians the truth is what should be embraced. Because you see, kama naweza kutana naye hivyo, naweza interact naye on a different capacity, sijakosea mahali. Kama naweza kosa kumwambia ukweli, nimekosea. Kama kuna kitu UMP naweza mreach na anafanya wrong, naweza mwambia ni aje bosi hapo umechoma.
Au sio uliwaambia wanachoma vile mlikuwa kwa hiyo those shops doing all this interacting with them at that time.
Wako amechoma bado. Wako amechoma. So hiyo kitu ilikuja kwa complicated because you see when the finance bill story started.
Watch out before your finance bill. Tutafanya hivyo talking about your finance bill right after this short commercial break. Acha pia tutengeneze do yetu.
Tengenezeni kapake. Inaitwa lacked.
Inaitwa kapake. All right. So let's take a short commercial break. We're coming back with Eddie Butita. Don't go away.
This Friday with Betty, brought to you by Nivea Radiant and Beauty Advanced Care.